everyone, Mrs. Hines here, coming to you with your week 8 art assignment. We're going to be doing roll and switch a monster. As you can see here from my example, I have a monster here and I can flip out and make a different head for my body and legs. There's another head where I can flip it and change my body. I can change my legs. There's all different combinations that you can make with this particular project. So what you're going to need is you're going to need either some crayons or color pencils or markers. I'm going to be using color pencils today. You need a pencil, a regular pencil to draw with. I'm going to be using a black marker to do my outline because we know that outlines make things pop. Going to need a pair of scissors. You're going to need access to this sheet. It's the Roll-A-Monster sheet. You can either print it or you can have the adult just pull it up. You can pull it up on your device so that you can see, because that's going to dictate which body parts you're going to draw. You need a dice, just one is all you need. And you need a piece of blank paper. If you don't have a piece of blank paper, a piece of notebook paper will work just fine. First, we're going to start by folding it into thirds. So I'm folding this down and folding this way, and I'm going to press down to get my creases. So I've got that folded in a hot dog style. Then I'm going to fold up. And I'm going to fold down and press these so that I end up with a small rectangle. And when I open it up, you can see that I have 9 different rectangles here. From here, I need to take the scissors and I'm going to cut along to this edge to the center rectangle. And I'm going to cut along this edge as well into the center rectangle. I'm going to do that both on the top and the bottom of each of the right and left sides. But I'm not going to cut all the way across because I want it still to be intact so that I can end up with my little folding pamphlet. All right. So now I've got where it folds. Better fold there. And there we go. Okay, so from here, I'm going to get my Roll-A-Monster sheet, and I'm going to take the dice, and I'm going to shake it for my head. I have 4, and the type of head for my Roll-A-Monster is this one, so I'm going to try my best to make that as close to the picture as possible. So remember, I'm doing this one, so I'm going to come up with 2 lines coming up from my head. Now yours may be different because you're rolling your monster, so you may end up with a different monster head than I have. There's his little ears. And then he's got a rounded head. All right, and you're going to do that 3 other times for the top of your second monster and your third monster. Now, for the sake of time in the video, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do another roll for the body shape. All right, 3 is what I rolled. So 3 for the body shape is this one. Kind of looks like a cloud. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, and again, you're going to roll the body shape 2 more times for a body shape for your second monster and for your third monster. Next is going to be for the arms. Oh, for the arms, I got 6. So 6 is this swirly looking arm. So let me do that one. Okay. He's looking super silly. He's cute. Again, you're going to do another roll for the arm of your middle, your second monster, and the inside monster, the third monster. So now our fourth roll is going to be the legs. We got legs number 5. Oh, how convenient. His arms and legs are going to be similar. That doesn't always happen, but that's just the luck of the dice on this one. So there's some legs. Okay. Then I'm going to roll for his eyes or her eyes. Oh, I got 3. And that would be this one where there's 3 eyes, kind of almost in a triangle pattern. Give it some pupils and some eyebrows. And then we're going to do a nose. Nose number 5. All right, so there's my nose for number 5. Kind of looks like a U, an upside down U with a nostril here. And last, we've got to do the 7th roll for the mouth. And remember, you're going to be doing this every time. Mouth, we have number 2, which is the line with 2 triangles pointing down. You're going to do this for each section of your booklet. Okay, through the magic of video, the other 2 monsters have been completed, the drawing in pencil. So the next step is going to be to add some color to my monsters. So like I told you before, I'm going to be using color pencils. Let's see. I want to add color to each monster and to each body part. I'm going to start with blue. You can color these whichever color that you like. You can do any combination of colors. You can use markers, you can use the color pencils like me, or crayons, whatever you've got at home. Try your best to stay in your lines. Now I don't want to put blue on his teeth because his teeth are white. Well, this one's teeth is white. But I could have other colored teeth if I really wanted to. It's a monster after all, so it could be any color that I want it to be. All right, so I've got the head color. Ooh, I might go for a lighter color for his body than I did for his head, because maybe this part of his body doesn't get as much sun as the head gets. Now something to make if you're using color pencil, that makes things look a little better. I'm not really pressing that hard right now with my blue color pencil, but if I want to add some definition to the body, I can come back in and press a little harder around the perimeter or the outline. I don't know, you can see that how it's getting a little bit darker there as I'm tracing around, and it just adds a little bit of definition to his body. So that's a little neat trick you can use. See how it's got the lighter color here and the darker here? And then I can do his arms and legs. I think I'm going to do his arms and legs. Oh, I didn't even finish this here. That's silly of me. There we go. I can go through and add the color to his arms and legs. I'm picking orange. I just like the way these colors look together. But again, you pick any color that you want. You may want to turn the paper to make it easier for you to do your coloring. So you're going to make sure you add color to all 3 of your monsters. And I would encourage you to pick different colors so that when you're switching your body and your head of your different monsters, you get a nice rainbow of colors. We talked about the color wheel in a previous lesson. So definitely get creative with your coloring so that you can really add some fun to your monster. Okay. So I've got my first monster. Has gotten, I've colored the head, the body, the legs, and the arms. Now that color has been added to all 3 of my monsters, it's almost done, but there's something missing. What's missing is the black outline. It looks incomplete when you don't use the black outline. Let's look at what a difference a little bit of outlining makes. Once you outline and you put all of the lines that you originally drew in pencil, once you trace over those in black, it adds the definition, or as I've said before, the pop. So you can see, look, now you can see his mouth. His nose, you can't see it when it's just done in pencil. But once I add the black to it, now you can see it. It has more definition. You can see the details. Same with the eyes. It's hard to see the pencil once I added the color. But now look, you can see his eyebrows better. So I'm going to take each part of my monster, each part that I drew, and I'm going to trace over all the lines that I did in pencil with the black. There's his arms. Let's get down here to his legs. And again, if you need to move the paper to make it easier for you, certainly do that. Oh, I skipped a little. Look at what a difference that black outline makes. Once you've added your black outline to all the pieces, you can see what a difference it makes in the definition of your monster. You did the roll, and now it's time to switch. Now, I often tell you guys to turn your mistakes into masterpieces. When I was outlining my first monster, some of the black bled through onto monster number 2. So I ended up taking those spots and making it a part of my monster design. So I just added more of the black marker to it, added more dots to make it look intentional. So it doesn't mean that I had to throw away everything because the marker bled through it. I worked with the mistake and turned it into a masterpiece. Look, I can flip the bodies and have a lot of fun with this particular project. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did, and I look forward to seeing your roll and switch monsters. You can either email it to me, or you can have your adult post it to HTCS Specials Classroom.